page 74. Gauranga Dutipada. Gaurange Radutipada Jaradhana Sampada Gaurange Radutipada Jaradhana Sampada Se jane bhakti rasa sara Se jane bhakti rasa sara Oh se jane bhakti rasa sara Se jane bhakti rasa sara Gaurange Ramadhulila Jara karne praveshila Gaurange Ramadhulila Jara karne praveshila Hridaya nirmala bhelo tara Hridaya nirmala Hridaya nirmala bhelo Hridaya Jai Gaurange Namala Tara hai Premada Jai Gaurange Jai Gaurange Namla Tara hai Premada Jai Gaurange Tare moi jao balihari Tare moi Tare moi jao balihari Tare moi Gauranga gunete jure Nitya nila tare sure Gauranga gunete jure Nitya nila tare sure Gauranga gunete jure Nitya nila tare sure Gaurange Se jane bhakti adhikari Se jane bhakti Se jana bhakti adhikari Se jana bhakti Gaurange Sangigane Nitya Siddha Kari Mane Gaurange Sangigane Nitya Siddha Kari Mane Se jai Brajendra Sutta Pasha Se jai Brajendra Se jai Brajendra Sutta Pasha Se हाँ गौरंग बोले डाके ओ गृहे भवनीते থাকে हाँ गौरंग बोले डाके नरोत्तम मागे तारा संगा ओ नरोत्तम मागे तारा संगा गौरंगेरा तुति पदा जार धर संपदा गौरंगेरा तुति पदा से जाने भगति रस सारा गौरंगेरा मधुर लीला जार करने प्रवेशिला गौरंगेरा मधुर लीला जार करने प्रवेशिला हृदय निर्मल भेलो तारा ओ हृदय निर्मल भेलो तारा जय नरोत्तमा प्रभु नरोत्तमा नरोत्तमा प्रभु नरोत्तमा ओ ठाकुर नरोत्तमा ठाकुर नरोत्तमा नरोत्तमा ठाकुर नरोत्तमा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे 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 निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ओ प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे ठाकुर नरोत्तमा ठाकुर नरोत्तमा नरोत्तमा ठाकुर श्री नरोत्तम ठाकुर की ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः संसार दुख जलदस्य पतितस्य काम क्रोधादिनक्रमकृकवलीकृतस्य दुर्वासनस्य निवृत्तस्य निराश्रयस्य चैतन्यचन्द्रममदेहि पदावलम्बम् चैतन्यचन्द्रममदेहि पदावलम्बम् हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Bhaktya Vihinaya Paradalakshe Shiptasya Kamadi Tarang Madde Kripamai Tam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Please everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Narottama Thakur ki Jai. Very auspicious day, Maghi Purnima. Also I heard, along with the appearance of Shri Narottama Thakur, today is the day of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu received sannyas. And those who've been to Navdeep Dham, very close to Navdeep, is a place called Katwa, where Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in this severe cold, he jumped into river Ganga and he swam and he came up to Katwa. Srimad Bhagavatam described Tattva sudustajya suripsha raja lakshmi dharmaish arya vachasa yadagadharanyam maya mrigam daipt ipsita anvadhavad vande mahapurushate charanaravindam. One who has given up the association of his beautiful wife, Shri Vishnu Priya Devi. Why? To give peace, shanti, to the jivas, for us, who are running after enjoyment, which is like a mirage. And a deer in search of water, he dies without getting any water. Similarly, jivas, we all seeking enjoyment everywhere, but die without enjoyment. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vande Mahapurushate Charnarvindam. That's why he ran away, following the jivas and want to give them, with the purpose of giving them eternal enjoyment, eternal bliss. Vande Mahapurushate Charanarvindam. All glories to Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Shri Mahaprabhu, he renounced and he came to Katwa and he wanted to take sannyas from Keshav Bharti. He told the barber to shave his head, but his hands were shaking. Such beautiful curly hairs I've never seen in my life. I've shaved so many people in my life. How beautiful these curly hairs. His hands were shaking. No, I can't do this. Mahaprabhu gave order, yes, you should do this, because I'm going to take sannyas. Obeying the order of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the barber shaved him, and seeing this, so many devotees, his dear devotees, associates, they're crying and weeping, no Mahaprabhu, don't take sannyas, don't take sannyas. But he's very strict and firm in his vow, taking sannyas. Yeah. And therefore he first of all gave mantra to Keshav Bharati. Said, are you going to give me this mantra? He said, yes. And then he received mantra. So it's not that he got sannyas, but he gave sannyas to Keshav Bharati. When Mahaprabhu got shaven head and took sannyas, received mantra, he became so effulgent, like million of suns all together, and like million of moons so bright. Mahaprabhu got sannyas from Keshav Bharati. So that's the day. And also, very important, appearance day of Sri Narottama Thakur, who is also known as Prem Avatar of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Prema of Mahaprabhu manifests as Sri Narottama Thakur, the embodiment of Prem. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was traveling, and in Bangladesh, in those days Bangladesh was in territory of India, he came across one river Padma, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu calling out, Narottam, Narottam, Narottam. And devotees with him asking Mahaprabhu, who is Narottam? To whom you are addressing? Very soon, he said, very soon a great personality going to take birth in this village. So river Padma, you have to do one favor to me. And she was feeling so much ecstasy. Any order, Mahaprabhu? You are my Lord. What can I do for you? Mahaprabhu said, Padma, very soon a boy called Narottam going to come, take bath in you. I am assigning prema to you. You have to give this prema to Narottam. She said, but Mahaprabhu, there are many boys, people named Narottam comes on my bank. Take bath in me. How come to know which Narottam you are referring to? Mahaprabhu said, you will come to know by your own. When Narottam will take bath in you, will jump in you, you feel ecstasy. Imagine the glories of Sri Narottama Thakur, already declared by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I am assigning this prema. Padma said, whatever you order me, I will follow that order. And Mahaprabhu went away. After so many years, Sri Narottama Thakur, he took birth in that village, the house of landlords, very rich. His opulence was like king, and he was prince. Very beautiful, very handsome, very learned, very intelligent, intellectual, all good qualities. And of course, very, very rich, very wealthy person. But once upon a time, his mother, he took the boy Narottam to take bath in river Padma. Whereas when Sri Narottama Thakur took birth, the Brahmins, astrological chart, they say never allow this boy to take bath in any river. If you jump in river, he is going to renounce all of you. And Narottama Thakur was wondering why all other boys, they're swimming, I'm hearing a lot, they're speaking so much. Why I'm not allowed? I'm prince. But he always have guards around him. When Narottama Thakur was around 12 years old, and once upon a time his mother took him to take bath in Padma. And when Narottama just touched the water of river Padma, she felt so many ecstasies. And she recalled, oh, this is what Mahaprabhu told me. So here comes Narottama. And she gave that wealth, that prema of the love of Krishna, the love of Godhead, which Mahaprabhu assigned and was kept reserved for Narottama. She gave that to Narottama Thakur. He got infused with that prema, the love of Krishna. You know? She got relief that, oh, I finally obeyed the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he is the one. For Mahaprabhu was calling Narottama, Narottama. Sri Narottama Thakur from very childhood, he started exhibiting all those symptoms, tears in his eyes, rolling on the ground, all this ecstatic symptom, Ashtattvik Bhav. Because he got prema. Life history of Sri Narottama Thakur is so enlightening and full of knowledge, especially the answers to those who think that what is the necessity of initiation. Just chanting the name of God, the chanting name of Krishna is enough. So I can also chant and the same thing I'm going to get from spiritual master. Then what is the need of initiation? I can just chant by my own. So answer to that question is the life history of Sri Narottama Thakur. As a child, he already got that prema. What is the aim and object of receiving initiation? To get prema, right? The final goal to receive initiation from Gurudev is what? Diksha kale bhakt kare atma samarpan, sei kale Krishna kare tar atma sam. At the time of initiation, the candidate surrender oneself to Guru, and Guru gives mantra, and the same moment Krishna get tadatma, means reflect, means manifest himself. But many of us, approximately all of us got initiation, but we have not seen Krishna. That means initiation is not complete yet. When anyone receives initiation, that is called beginning of the process of initiation, not the ending of the process. There's the admission in the college of initiation. An initiation gets complete when one achieve Vastu Siddhi, means when one sees his eternal form, and not only seeing eternal form, but activation of that eternal form. When one gets service, direct service to Shri Radha Raman Bihari, to Shri Radha Govinde, then the process of initiation completes. For now, we just receive mantras and we are practicing, and there are so many ups and downs. We are fighting with so many anarthas, so many weakness of heart. All this is a big fight, right? It's easy to fight with someone else, even if it's that difficult. But fighting with your own self, fighting with your own senses, fighting with your own mind, senses and mind dragging us in all directions, pulling them back. No, focus on Krishna. It's so difficult, fighting with your own self. Mind always wants to enjoy. And mind is the immediate boss of the senses. And mind gives command to the senses, go and enjoy. With eyes, with nose, with ears, with eating, whatever, sense of touch. Mind is giving commands to the senses. And the practitioner, because he and she heard from spiritual master, one should control the urges of mind. But Gurudev, it's so difficult. Mind wanders in 10 directions, especially when we sit and chant, especially that time. It's a very sensitive time. Why mind get so much distracted? Because everything comes to calm and peace. And that's when mind wanders in all directions. That's the time. You know? So this needs practice. And it takes not months, years, it takes lifetime to focus on our aim and object to complete the process of initiation. So basically the aim of getting initiation is samskar, purification. Samskars, to receive that samskaras. And initiation is such important samskar. It just purifies. For those impressions and prarabdhas and karmic activities which we are going through from so many lifetimes. How many lifetimes? 1 million? 1 billion? 1 trillion? How many lifetimes? Infinite lifetimes. We are holding those impressions. The point of initiation, Shri Guru accepts disciple and Shri disciple accept Guru. And the relationship begins from there. Pure spiritual relationship begins from there, not ending there. It begins from there. And then finally, practicing every day, observing Ekadashi, one sees so many changes. I'm not the same person. Imagine, all of you are so seniors, right? You're disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Many of you got initiation 69, 68, 67. It's been 3 decades almost. Are you the same person as you were before? The first day when you got Harinam? No. This always changes. So much maturity, understanding, and gravity. I want to follow this line, Krishna consciousness, because it's full of bliss. And it takes lifetimes to understand this. And for some candidate, it just takes few years. And for some, just few months. For some, just weeks. And it can be in one day. Everyone is not same. They're having their own prarabdhas and samskaras. Sometimes we see young ones got initiation in 1 year. They're like 36,000 feet flight. They immediately go like a rocket. So it's not just because of this lifetime. It's from previous lifetimes. So we are all individually holding those samskaras from so many lifetimes. Purifying those samskaras is called initiation. Where Shri Guru plants the seed of bhakti, just the seed of bhakti. And then Shravan Kirtan jale kare sinchan. With hearing and chanting, hearing and chanting, hearing and chanting, hearing and chanting. You know? Watering that seed in the heart. That's watering. And this process goes. But then we also need support from that seed. The creeper sprouts from that seed, and that creeper needs some support. Otherwise, creeper goes in multiple directions. So that's why we see, a support. We keep a wood there or something to support, so the creeper goes straight. What is that support? That support is the mantras which we get from Shri Guru. Ultimately, everything is Mahamantra, which takes to Golok Vrindavan. But then we also have to receive mantras, 6 for ladies, 7 for male. These mantras are like supporting to that Mahamantra, so that the veil, that creeper, goes straight, direct to Shri Golok Vrindavan, should not get any other diversions. That's the whole purpose. So, many details into that. The purpose of receiving initiation is to get prema. But Shri Narottama Thakur, you already got prema when you were 12. And one night, Shri Narottama Thakur praying to Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he's associate of Mahaprabhu. He's prema avatar of Mahaprabhu. Can you imagine prema avatar? If you touch that prema avatar, what you'll get? You get prema. Touch means, touch is not only restricted to touch with your hands. touch means even if you utter the name Narottam, you get prema. There's the blessings. Anyone who remembers Narottam Thakur, anyone who sings the songs of Narottam Thakur, anyone who prays to Narottam Thakur, certainly will get prema. Certainly. No doubt. But sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. That's why every morning, as we in the front page of this songbook, this Jai Dhwani, we glorify our Gurudev, our Guru Parampara, and all Acharyas. It is so purifying. We take shower in the morning to purify our body. We chant mantras to purify our mind. But right in the beginning of the day, should start with chanting the names of these Acharyas. It's just one page. It takes only 3 minutes. And so much auspiciousness and purification if we chant their name every morning. And in those names, Narottam Thakur is also one of them. So just by touching Narottam Thakur, the embodiment of Prem, one certainly will get Prem. He was remembering Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he felt unconscious. Crying and weeping, he felt unconscious. And he saw in his dream the entire Sankirtan movement. Shri Mahaprabhu, Shri Nityam Prabhu, all associate dancing and singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Narottam Thakur is visualizing this. And he called out loudly, Ha Gaur, Ha Nitai, Ha Gaur, Ha Nitai. He woke up. Where is that vision? Where is that vision? Where is that vision? Again he felt unconscious. And Nityam Prabhu came in his dream and said, Narottam, go to Vrindavan. Nitai Karuna Have, Vraje Radha Krishna Bhave. We just heard the glories of Shri Nityam Prabhu. Few days back, 2 days back. He gave his mercy not only to the adhams, the fallens, but also to the uttams. Uttam adham kichu na bachilo. No one was spared. Everyone got the mercy of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. We heard the example of adham, Jagai and Madhai, but uttams also. Uttam means Shri Raghunath Das Goswami. Shri Nityananda Prabhu sanctioned him to go to Vrindavan. We cannot go Vrindavan Dham unless our spiritual master, who is representative of Shri Nityam Prabhu, sanction us. If you go by yourself, without any guidance, without any association, what are you going to see? Garbage, drain, dirty, monkeys, pigs. Oh, I will not go Vrindavan. It's dirty. Because there is no association. There is no one who can give you insight what is actually Vrindavan. It's not an ordinary village. Vrindavan is the final destination of everyone. The spiritual abode, where even now, Shri Radha and Shri Krishna, they are playing Rasa Leela. They are dancing there, even now, even today. But kono bhagyavan dekhi var pai. Very rare. Fortunate souls can see. Fortunate means one who has practiced and developed the love with Krishna. They can see this pastimes. Even now, sadhus can see this. So, Shri Nityananda Prabhu, he sanctioned Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, Uttam. He sanctioned Kaviraj Goswami, Uttam. And Jeev Goswami. And also Narottam Thakur. These personalities, they got sanctioned and blessed by Shri Narottam Thakur. Shri Narottam Thakur came to Vrindavan Dham. Even though he was not allowed, his father was so much attached, and there was guards always to look on him, but somehow he escaped. He has no interest in all these opulences around him, all these luxuries and comforts. This is called Vairagya. Vairagya is not, just yesterday, I went one house program for Lal Prabhu. I saw so many beggars, homeless people on the streets. There's so many actually here in Eugene. Nowhere else I've seen that many. But here it's like everywhere, every corner. So can we say they are renounced people? No, they're homeless. They chose to become homeless. There cannot be anyone homeless. If they want, they can join Krishna consciousness. Because there is a home which is established by Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He said, I built a home where the entire world can stay. Now what is the point of being homeless? Go, join temple, chant Hare Krishna. You get prasadam, you get food, you get everything. All facilities are there, but no interest. They're happy to become homeless on the street. Just go and inform them. Hey, there's a home. You have to just maintain some purity, to chant, and you get all facilities. Why are you starving here? No interest. See? So there's a home. What I was saying?
That you went to Prahlad's house and you saw the homeless one before that, you mean?
Yes, homeless people there. Is that renunciation? There's not renunciation. Renunciation is when you have all facilities around you and you have no interest. And your interest is only and only in serving Krishna. The interest is only in the Krishna. That's called renunciation. So, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Narottama Thakur, so rich, wealthy. They used to distribute so many gold coins every day. So much wealth, but no interest in enjoying those facilities. That's called renunciation. When facilities are around you and you have no urge to enjoy those facilities, that's called renunciation. Sri Narottama Thakur, no interest. He came to Shri Vrindavan Dham, took shelter of Shri Jiva Goswami. And he started learning, being a student, accepted Shri Jiva Goswami as his Shiksha Guru. And started learning all scriptures from him. And Jiva Goswami is the best teacher who hold the legacy of all the Goswamis' scriptures, and he was giving, he was educating Sri Narottama Thakur. But there Narottama Thakur also got friendship with two other personalities, Shyamanand Prabhu and Srinivas Acharya. When they were in a course of learning, Shri Jiva Goswami gave titles to these three personalities. Prabhutraye. The title given to Narottama Thakur is, Narottam is Thakur Mahashay. This was the title. It's not the name, it's a title. Name is Narottam, but title is Thakur. And Srinivas Prabhu, the title given Acharya. And Hriday Chaitanya, Dukhi Krishnadas, the title given Shyamananda. So Narottam, Shyamanand, Srinivas, Prabhutraye. They learned so much from Shri Jiva Goswami. Question here. If you ask Narottama Thakur, why you putting so much efforts for learning? He already got prema. What is the purpose of reading scriptures? Everything is to achieve the love of Krishna. Why you have to learn so much from Jiva Goswami? You already got love of Krishna in your childhood. So he's showing with his own example. We have to read scriptures. It gives us firm determination. It gives us insight of philosophy. It gives us inspiration. My Guru Maharaj, when he was 101, he used to say, I may leave this world any day. And in my absence, if you're feeling separation from association, so must go and associate with higher authorities, high acharyas. And if you find there's no one like that, Then make Bhaktivinoda Thakur your Shiksha Guru. Make Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami your Shiksha Guru. Means reading their songs, understanding their writings directly, making them Shiksha Guru. So in this way, Narottama Thakur learned so much, and from Jiva Goswami he heard about a great personality. Jiva Goswami Pad inspired him to go to Sri Loknath Goswami to receive initiation. Why Jiva Goswami cannot give initiation? Because he saw his superior, his senior, Sri Loknath Goswami, who was contemporary of all other Goswamis. Bhajnanandi. Shri Jiva Goswami inspired him to go to Sri Loknath Goswami and get initiation done. Why? You already accomplished the purpose of initiation in your childhood. Showing how initiation is so important, how receiving mantras are so important. This is his life history is the answer to those who think there is no need for initiation. Shri Narottama Thakur came to Sri Loknath Goswami, paid obeisances to him and begged to him, requested him, please grant me initiation. And Loknath Goswami said, no. You look like prince. And that means you have so much opulence around him. I don't want to have any association, any connection with you. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't want to see King Prataprudra. You don't want to see. Fearing that in association with king, what if the greed develop in my heart to also enjoy? So it's not that Mahaprabhu is fearing, but he is showing us with his example. Sri Loknath Goswami also said, you're prince. I can't, and I don't initiate anyone. But Narottama Thakur already accepted him, his Guru Maharaj, in his heart. He said, okay, you're not initiating me, but I accepted you as my Guru Maharaj. So acceptance is everything. You're not accepting, but I accept you. Okay, this is one side love, no problem. But I have accepted you as my Guru Maharaj. Couple of attempts, Sri Narottama Thakur requested Sri Loknath Goswami and he always rejected him. But then, what is the duty of disciple? To always serve one's Gurudev. If we really want to progress in our spiritual life, we have to serve our Gurudev. Irrespective of what age we are. Don't think, now I'm too old, how can I serve my Guru Maharaj? Remember, in this old age, Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev, he started the mission in the old age, not in their young age, of preaching tirelessly. Tears, blood, sweat, so much sacrifice. We can't even imagine that. We are now, in this date, we are enjoying the sacrifice of our previous acharyas. Enjoying means facilities. You know? But we can only remember them, we can only say Jai, glorify them, but just go inside to understand how much blood, tears and sweat to bring the movement of Krishna consciousness on this level. The entire world, they know what is Krishna consciousness. They say, are you ISKCON guys? Are you Hare Krishna people? Many people say on the streets and at the airports. So Hare Krishna movement everywhere in the world. But how it got established needs sacrifice. Then the question comes, what I can do in this old age to serve my Guru Maharaj? Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada or Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, whoever. I'm too old now, can't do much. That's not true. He served his Ishta, his worshipable, in his last breath. When he was lying on that bed in Vrindavan, Krishna Balaram temple, he was giving purports of Bhagavatam. Even until his last breath. That's the duty of a disciple. If we are in love with our Gurudev, we need to give our life. We have to give everything. Then you see what happens. The love of Krishna, we don't have to long for that. It will just reflect. But it's so easy to say, I love Prabhupada, I love Gurudev. Where is that sacrifice in loving them? And they acknowledge our sacrifice. Srila Prabhupada is acknowledging this. Mahaprabhu is acknowledging this. Kirtane parishram jane gaura rai. Some senior devotees, they met me in Hawaii. They wanted to have a private meeting. I said, okay. Next day in the morning, they said, Maharaj, we are very old now. We are not like young ones, can sing and dance. Any advice how we can serve Srila Prabhupada? We are disciples of Srila Prabhupada. I said, of course. It's not late. You can do so much. They said, oh, what we can do? I said, you have learned so much by being in close with association of Srila Prabhupada and read so much and heard so much. And now so many new, young boys and girls, they're joining the mission. And everyone has some problems. Why can't you just counsel them? Give them experience, your realization. How should a Prabhupada reacted on that situations? Counseling. Hear, just hear them. If you have some burden in your heart, you need someone to express that. Just hearing that person is enough to serve him or her. And when they comes out with the emotions, I went through this, I went through this, I went through this. It just comes out. So just hear. They need someone to speak. And who can be the best person other than you? Because you are in this mission from 60 years, 50 years. Just hear their emotions and guide them. This is seva you can do for the new ones. And also, what is the problem? Collectively, 4 or 5 whom you are close with, just go to any park with harmonium, mirdanga, kartal, sit there for 1 hour and chant Hare Krishna. You purifying the environment, you purifying so many people walking, jogging there. Who knows? Anyone will come and sit by you. What are you singing? Okay, come sit. We'll explain you. Build friendship with them and make them devotees. That doesn't need so much efforts. Just sit there. Spread one sheet, sit there 1 hour every Sunday in that park, any park where people come. Just sit there and chant Hare Krishna. That's it. Isn't the service to Srila Prabhupada? Service has no ends. Remembering your Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, how he started mission in the park. Remembering him and pray, Prabhupada, oh Guru Maharaj, I am in a mood of service to you. Please send some services to me. Send people to me. I want to serve. Here you go. You know all philosophy. Just start teaching them. Make friendship with them and make them devotees. So much we can do. So it's not only for the young ones, for every age. Service has no barriers. Narottama Thakur accepted his Guru Maharaj, Sri Loknath Goswami, already accepted in his heart. And now he's thinking how I can serve him. And how he was serving him? When early in the morning, Sri Loknath Goswami was going behind the bushes for nature call. But because his absorption in the pastimes of Radha Krishna, He's always unaware of his surroundings. Sri Narottama Thakur, seeing this is the best service I can do to my Guru Maharaj. He was cleaning without even informing his Gurudev. This is another thing. We want to do 2, 3, 4, 5 service and we just want to put on the Facebook. Today I cooked for my Gurudev. Today I cleaned his room. We want to get acknowledged for that. And that is called encashment. You do something, you got cash. That's it. There's no reserves. You get credits. You're availing those credits. Keep that reserve, fixed deposit. So many lessons. Narottama Thakur didn't inform his Gurudev that I'm cleaning that area. Just thinking I'm only here to serve him. That's all. He initiate me or don't. He initiate me or don't initiate me. I already got initiation because I received his mercy in the form of his service. So he was cleaning every day. And one day Loknath Goswami saw this. Oh, who's cleaning this? This place supposed to be dirty. And one day he saw this. Narottama is cleaning. Shri Loknath Goswami, he got so much moved and his heart melted. And he gave initiation to Narottama Thakur. He got initiation. Why you need initiation? You already got prem. Why you need to learn from Jiva Goswami? You already got prem. No, everything is required. Initiation is required. Shiksha, teaching, education is required. He's showing with an example. And in this way, he started serving his Guru Maharaj. First time in the history, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, 3 Prabhutrais were sent out for preaching, outreach, and sent by Shri Jiva Goswami. Go and preach. 3 of them went in different directions. They were together. Later they got in different directions. They came to one state where the king, Vishnupur, the village Vishnupur, where the king was very strange kind of king. Because he was very fond of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam every day, and in the night he used to send his people to rob. In morning he likes to hear Bhagavatam, in the night he sent his people to rob. His soldiers to rob people. And there was an astrologer who can predict, and his prediction was all so perfect. So these 3 Prabhus carrying big bullock cart of all handwritten scriptures of the Goswamis. They were traveling with that, and the astrologer informed the king, today a big treasure has arrived in your state. So send your guards tonight, rob that. Big treasure has arrived. The king sent his people, and they saw big chest. They didn't know what is that, and they just took that and brought to the king. King opened that, and he saw, oh, these are scriptures. I thought it's diamonds and gold, but it's more than diamond and gold, and that's scriptures handwritten by Goswamis. In the morning, when these 3 Prabhu woke up, early morning they saw, where is that chest gone? Oh, somebody robbed us. And hearing this, Srivas Acharya Prabhu, he fell unconscious. Narottama Shaman Prabhu, running in all directions. Who took that? Because without that, everything is lost. That's the only asset we have. That's the treasure, the handwritten scriptures by Goswamis. Crying and weeping. The news came to Vrindavan. All the Vaishnavas became so sad to hear this. Then Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, who was senior amongst these 3, he said, Narottama Shamanam, you go and preach, because we got this order from Shri Jiva Goswami, our Shiksha Guru. We don't have to stop this. I will look after, I will stay here and I will search. But you both of you go and preach. Narottama Thakur came to east part of India and he transformed the whole state into Vaishnavas. Even now, after so many years, say 300 years, even now the ladies, they wear saffron cloths in that state. What to speak of male? They all wear kanthi, tulsi, mala. They all put tilak. And even ladies, they wear that saffron cloths. And that's another thing that they are not allowed, but he made everyone devotee in that state. And same Shamanand Prabhu in the Odisha, in that state, preaching so much. But Srinivasacharya Prabhu stayed back, was in searching those scriptures. He came to know that the king is very fond of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. And many scholars comes in his palace, in assembly, they speak so well. So one day Srinivasacharya Prabhu also was invited in the assembly and he started speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, commentaries. We also have commentaries of Srinivasacharya Prabhu on Srimad Bhagavatam and very rasik commentaries. Very rasik commentary. Just like Krishna spoke Chatushloki Bhagavatam, the first verse, he imparted knowledge in the heart of Brahma. And the verse he said, Aham evasam evagre nanya sat asatcha param pashat aham yo avshishyati so asmin aham. Krishna said, I was before creation, I'm in creation, and I'll be after creation. I'm always present. But the question comes, where are you? Where were you in before creation and where are you in creation? Where are you going to be after creation? Srinivasacharya Prabhu in the commentary say, in Ras Leela. Krishna is always in Ras Leela, he never leaves Ras Leela. That is his favorite pastime. So I'm just giving one hint. So Srinivasacharya Prabhu, he has very rasik commentaries on Srimad Bhagavatam. When he spoke, everyone was so impressed and king was, and never heard this kind of commentaries, this kind of explanation of Srimad Bhagavatam. And he, with folded hands, with humble mood, he said, I want to get initiated by you. Srinivasacharya Prabhu said, yes, but I'm a little sad because our treasure got stolen. And the king said, I can help you. What was the treasure about? He said, some scriptures. And then he felt embarrassed. Oh, it was me. I stole those scriptures. He said, Gurudev, I'm your thief. These are your scriptures. And in this way, Srinivasacharya Prabhu initiated that king and brought back all those scriptures, treasured back to Sri Jiva Goswami. Yeah. So the preaching started, the vast preaching started by these three Prabhutras. Narottama Thakur, he started initiating, and he was not a Brahmin born, but Kayast, means rich landlord family. So many Brahmins started opposing him, that you are not Brahmin, how dare can you initiate Brahmins? That's not etiquette. You're not supposed to do this. They started criticizing him, finding faults in him. And disciples of Sri Narottama Thakur, they requested Gurudev, they going to be in hell if they're committing offense, criticizing you so much. You have to do something. Some group of scholars challenge Narottama Thakur. You think you know so much? Challenge. Come and we're going to have debate. But some very illustrious disciples of Narottama Thakur, like Ganga, Narayan Chakravarti and all, very learned. They say, Gurudev, no need for you to go there. We will manage him. We will manage that group. Because they were also very learned. And they discuss amongst themselves that we are not going to go as a devotee outfit. We're going to go as ordinary people. So one disguised himself as a gardener, one disguised himself as like a, what do you call that?
Making pots.
Making potter. One disguised himself like he's a panwala, making that betel nut. Like very ordinary, simple villagers. When they came to that group, the group said, "We want to have debate with Narottama, not you. What do you know about Sanskrit?" And these people said, "Well, you start something and let's see if we can answer your questions." And the debate started. Oh, these look like ordinary people, ordinary simple villagers. They started speaking all philosophy and very pure, refined Sanskrit. All of them got amazed. What is that? What is this? These ordinary people in the villagers, they know so much. Then what to speak of Narottama? Baba, we don't want to go to him. Mind-blowing explanation. And in this way, the disciples came back. Said, Gurudev, no need to go there. They understood. But still, they were again and again and again criticizing Narottama Thakur. So Narottama Thakur, he became quiet, vow of silence. I'm not going to speak anything now. He was showing his humility because so many Brahmins, learned, got embarrassed from my disciples. So he took this vow of silence. I'm not going to speak anything now. But what Brahmins started speaking, seeing his situation, his humility, they're taking otherwise. You see, they say he got this disease. He became dumb. He can't speak anymore. He got this disease because of offense, giving initiation to Brahmins. Then disciples, they requested, Gurudev, please start speaking. Otherwise they will go to hell. And seeing their situation, pity on them, Sri Narottama Thakur again started speaking. Not much time. Narottama Thakur, he displayed a very miraculous pastime. He went to Ganga to take bath in Ganga, and he told his disciples to perform Sankirtan. They all started singing. And everyone saw surprise. His body turned to milk in the waters, melted like a milk in the water. This is how his disappearance took place. His body turned out to like a milk, white milk, and mixing in the water. And all disciples started weeping and crying, Gurudev, Gurudev, where have you gone? Where have you gone? And all those Brahmins who used to criticize Narottama Thakur, they asked forgiveness. Oh, he's a divine personality. He was a divine personality and we were criticizing him. So bad on us. And then they started following Sri Narottama Thakur, started singing his songs. And this songbook is full of Narottama Thakur's songs. And in those songs, one thing common, he's teaching us how we should hanker for transcendental emotions. He's not showing off. I already got prema. He's not showing off. Instead he's saying, Kabe Krishna Dhana Pabo. Oh, when I will get Krishna, the wealth of Krishna, prema. He's praying like that. How to hanker for those transcendental emotions. He's praying for that. And very famous song, we sing, some of us we sing every day. And we start our program singing that song. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Yes, we all know this. Written by Sri Narottama Thakur. In spiritual realm, there is no space for any enviousness and jealousy. Sri Loknath Goswami, who was initiation guru, and Sri Jiva Goswami, who put so much efforts to teach Narottama Thakur, never any jealousy. Because Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, they are on the same page. There is no difference. From very high prospect. When Narottama Thakur wrote this bhajan, very famous bhajan of all Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and favorite of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada and all our Acharyas and our Gurudev. Shri Rupa Manjari Pada Sei Mora Sampada Sei Mora Bhajana Pujana. What is the meaning?
Manjari
Is my everything.
Yeah, basically, yeah, my wealth.
Attaining the lotus feet of Shri Rupa Manjari is only my wealth.
Yeah.
I chant the mantra of Rupa Manjari. I meditate on Rupa Manjari. My everything is Rupa Manjari. Means Rupa Goswami. Did Loknath Goswami ever objected to that? Hey, Narottama, you are my disciple? And you glorifying Rupa Goswami? Did he ever? No. Shri Jiva Goswami, I don't think so. There is any song written by Narottama Thakur where he glorified Jiva Goswami, from whom he learned everything. And Jiva Goswami has no objection. His Gurudev Loknath Goswami, no objection. Or you glorifying Rupa Goswami? Who is he? I am your initiated spiritual master. No envious there. And in one bhajan, Narottama Thakur is saying, Kabe Loknath sange loya jave, Shirupe pad padme mor samarpive. Oh, when the day will come in my life, when my Gurudev take my hands in his hands and will offer me at the lotus feet of Rupa Goswami. Hearty, huh? For Loknath Goswami? No. There is no space of any envious mood there. You see? Therefore, there's so many songs, and if you elaborate, you're showing so much emotions. We were singing this Gauranga Duti Pada. See what Narottama Thakur is saying in the last. One who dives into the waves of the ocean of Gaura Prem becomes the confidential associate of Shri Radha Madhav. One who dives into the waves of the ocean of Gaura Prem becomes the confidential associate of Shri Radha Krishna, Radha Madhav. Whether a person lives in his home as a householder or in the forest as renunciate, if he exclaims, Ha Gauranga, Ha Gauranga, Narottama Das begs for his association. He's not saying, I'm going to bless that person. He's saying, I beg for association, no matter if you're a householder or a sannyasi, whoever utters the name of my Gauranga, I beg for the association of those devotees. Can you imagine how humble and how much he's valuing that? Chanting the name of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. How much valuing that, chanting Hare Krishna. We all chant Mahaprabhu, we chant Gauranga, we chant Hare Krishna, but we don't value that. But Shri Narottama Thakur, who knows what is the value of anyone who chants the name of Gauranga or hears the name Gauranga. How many people in the entire population in the world hearing Gauranga? What is the population of the world anyway?
I don't know anymore.
7 billion.
Okay, 7 billion? Let's say 7 billion. How many knows Gauranga? Even handful. How fortunate are those people? How fortunate we are. We are hearing about Gauranga, we are chanting about Gauranga, and we do go the abode of Gauranga in India, Navdeep Dham, touching that Dham, Shri Navdeep Dham, and hear so much glories of Shri Mahaprabhu there. So Narottama Thakur is not saying, not showing off, I'm going to bless. He said, I beg for the association of those who hears and speak about Gauranga. Embodiment of humility. When you have prem, you don't ask for humility, you just come by default. If a tree is loaded with fruits, the tree is always bent. When there is fruits of prema, naturally, humility is go along with that. Beg and always feeling, I'm not getting this, everyone else is getting this. That feeling comes. Right now, feeling comes, I know better than anyone else. But at this stage, the feeling comes, the stage of Sri Narottama Thakur. He wrote 2 books, Pratna and Prem Bhakti Chandrika. And he asked, how many of you want prema? You have to pay a price for that. And price is 3 kaudi, means let's say 3 cents. Just in 3 cents, you can get prema of Krishna. That means buy these 2 books, Pratna and Prem Bhakti Chandrika. It's also available in English. It's not going to be 3 cents now, but it's very cheap. Even I think $5-7. If you read that book and see the emotions of Narottama Thakur, Pratna, he's praying, he's begging and begging. Even the stone heart melts to read that book and to sing that. Bhajans of songs of Sri Narottama Thakur. Even a hard-hearted person gets softened. And Prem Bhakti Chandrika. How to achieve that prem? That's glories of Sri Narottama Thakur. So, essence. We need initiation to attain what? Prem. He already got prem when he was very young. But then he came to Vrindavan. He learned all the scriptures from Shri Jiva Goswami, who inspired him to get initiation from Loknath Goswami, and who said no to him. But he started serving, Narottama Thakur started serving his Guru Maharaj without informing him. And then he finally got his initiation. And then we should think, we achieved the complete package. There's nothing more than that. Prema is there, education is there, initiation is there. That's it. Nothing more. So Narottama Thakur said, no. Something more is required along with this. That is association. Therefore he is writing, Ramachandra Sangamage Narottama Das. I am seeking the association of Ramchandra Kaviraj. Who is Ramchandra Kaviraj? Not even godbrother of Narottama Thakur. Not even Gurudev of Narottama Thakur. Disciple, 2nd generation. Disciple of his godbrother. He is seeking association of Ramchandra Kaviraj, who is in the next generation to him. Because Ramchandra Kaviraj is so glorious. And Narottama Thakur begged for his association. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Daya Karo More, she was singing yesterday. Toma bina ke dayalu jagad samsare. In the last line, Ramachandra Sangamage Narottama Das. I beg to get association of Ramchandra Kaviraj. That means he is also showing us association of devotees, so important. If we are alone by ourselves, home, wherever, it's so difficult to concentrate, difficult to chant or whatever. But when we are in association of devotees together, see, like today we have 30 devotees here. It gives us so much strength. It gives us, oh, I'm not alien. There are others also wear tilak and wearing kanthi mala. I'm not only the one. Otherwise, if you stay by yourself in any town and city, oh, everyone else is just non-devotee. Only I'm the one chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So I'm just feel I'm like, just alone in this world. But when we are with devotees, say, oh, everyone is devotee. Feel like everyone is devotee here in Eugene. That's the strength. So therefore, keep on maintaining the association. When we are here, so don't think I'm speaking and I'm giving you association. That's totally wrong. That's not even my concept. I'm here, we are here to sing, speak and hear together. Together, collectively, the glories of Guru, glory of Vaishnavas, glory of Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna. We are just here, collectively. That's the only purpose. I'm not instructing anyone, I'm not giving association to anyone because I myself is begging for the association. And we have so many wonderful devotees, so senior devotees. So good in singing, speaking, all these senior devotees. I can't even say I'm here to give my association. I'm here to get association. Collectively, we're all trying to serve Lord in the form of hearing and speaking about Him. And Sri Narottama Thakur is teaching us this. Please maintain this. Very thankful to Sri Jagannath Prabhu, who has opened this center, Bhakti Center, and this is a facility for everyone to come together. We can do every Sunday. If there is no preacher, of course when preacher comes and everyone come together, but even then, if we come together every Sunday or every second Sunday, there's no harm. We can do some bhajans. One Prabhu can speak. We can take turns. The next Sunday, other Prabhu will speak or Mataji can speak. Reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavatam, the purpose of Srila Prabhupada. With the mood that Prabhupada is speaking. Not I am speaking. Srila Prabhupada is speaking. Gurudev is speaking. Read Madhure Kadambani. Best book. Please start this. Read Madhure Kadambani. Take turns. Book reading collectively together. And it's going to help everyone. Otherwise, we all get scattered. And there will be no strength, no encouragement, no inspiration. So that depends how you all decide. Please have meeting. Jagannath Prabhu is always open. His heart is open for everyone to come and take advantage of this facility right in front of Mahaprabhu and Shri Radha Raman Bihari Ju. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thanking everyone. You did a lot of sacrifice coming from your homes every evening and this morning, early morning, and to give me opportunity to speak some Harikatha to purify myself. And in this way, I'm taking with me some inspiration and impressions. And if I said something wrong, if I hurt anyone, please forgive me for that. Otherwise, I cannot advance in my bhakti. So asking forgiveness from all devotees. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyacha patita nam pavnebhyo vaishnavyo. Sri Narottama Thakur ki jai.
Thank you, Mara.
Thank you, Jagannath.